Oh, what a big right hand. There he goes. He's trying. Oh, he was not all there. See that? Boom. And then finish up always with the left hook. Always got to throw with the boom. See that? Sent him right back into the white corner where he belongs. Not too many people were happy about that. Except for me. That was great. One more time. Oh man, he is done. Other than I didn't hit him with the right uppercut. That was great. Here's my global interview.
Obstacles were put against you that we may not be aware of, including the glove situation.
Yeah, the gloves was probably one of the biggest situations. We didn't, like the day before the fight, we found out we're supposed to be fighting in 8-ounce gloves. I've always fought in 10-ounce gloves. Anywhere in the world, if you fight a championship fight, you're supposed to wear 10-ounce gloves. And for some reason, they had 8-ounce gloves because that's all they always fight in Quebec because they have their own rule. But we're supposed to be using the WBA and IBF rules because we're fighting for two different belts. We ended up just flipping a coin pretty much, and we lost, so we had to get the gloves. You know how badly I wanted this fight, so I just said, forget it. Who cares? Let's just get the gloves. It's not going to make a difference. Other than I'm gonna hit a lot harder now, so he's gonna be in trouble, not me. I don't care, right? I was fine with it, and what happened? He got caught. And I said from day one, if I hit him with the right hand, he ain't gonna stand up. That's what happened.
And he didn't.
No, it was great.
And so yeah, he was like the hometown crowd. You also had to travel for this. It wasn't in your backyard. That technically they would say is against you.
Yep.
So when you had the win, you knocked him out. And then, can you explain what happened after?
Well,
because
after I knocked him out, he did get to his feet, but as you could tell, you've seen a ton of different videos that his legs are not under him. So pretty much what happened is after I knocked him out, the ref stopped it. My corner jumped in the ring, picked me up. I was best moment, and all of a sudden, people started throwing stuff at me. So I got hit with I think an ice cube or something, and then a can, and all of a sudden I went over to not congratulate, but say, you know what, I'm a good fighter or whatever. He ended up pushing me, and he pushed me into a way of a flying object, which I thought was a bottle, but it was a big can, and it hit me in the back of the head, and pretty much it would hit me it was pretty heavy. I don't know what was inside of it, but that was probably one of the hardest hits of the fight. My corner jumped on top of me to make sure I wasn't going to get hit with anything else, and I still can't believe the way that happened. And then fights started breaking out everywhere. It's just a couple people made a bad decision, obviously, and I found out it was Butler's brother-in-law that did it.
I have never seen anything like this.
Well, if you see any other place, like even if you go to the Bell Center for a hockey game, you're using cups. I don't understand how they had bottles. Like Grey Goose bottles at the tables, and you see someone got hit a lady got hit in the head with a bottle as well. So
how did you get into boxing in the first place?
Well, pretty much I was getting in trouble a lot in high school. I was fighting all the time. My boxing coach now see me getting in fights all the time, so he actually boxed at the time. So he brought me into the boxing club, and I got beat up pretty bad the first day I was there, and I didn't like that because I'd never really been beat up. I started getting really good, and I never fought on the street anymore because if I ever wanted to fight, I would just go spar. It's like, just if I want to take my aggression out, I'd hit the bag.
I think you're pretty modest because you're a big deal. This is a huge win, and it's not the first one in your career. Like
No.
say, you have a bag of treats here.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want you to kind of explain when this happened and what it meant to you and what you even remember about the fight.
This was the biggest fight of my life. That if I win this fight, we could potentially fight for a world title, and that would be the biggest dream. Like even just a fight for a world title would be pretty amazing. Like not many people around here have done that, right? So for all this to happen just like how it did, other than the bucket, obviously, the moment was great. It would have been a lot better if the thing with the bucket didn't happen. I would have been able to enjoy it more. Like, do you see all the pictures that we have? I don't think I smiled in one of them. I was pretty upset. They stole my moment, pretty much. Like, I trained so hard for that. Like, I had the best team behind me. Like, even training on Christmas and New Year's, these guys all made sure I was training and I was ready. It just sucked. Obviously, we're at a point now where I'm ranked number 23 in the world, and we're close. We're like this close to getting the shot, and I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing now, and hopefully we get the call, and then I can just see what I'm all about and see what if I can actually get to that next level.
So who would be your dream fight right now?
Anybody with a world title.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of big names out there. Any of them I'm fine with. My team obviously picks everything. I just pretty much do what they tell me. And I'm alright with that because we've got to 18-0 now, so I'm alright with it. As long as we get the shot, that's all I want. That's all I want.
So earlier I tried to prove that I was strong and I'm not.
Yeah.
I tried lifting your bag, but can you go through what's in there for us?
Yeah,
Just a couple things.
I'll show you. So these are I only brought three of the belts.
There's only three in
There's
there.
only
It's not
three
like
in here.
150 pounds.
Yeah. So this one is the one I won on Saturday night. This is the IBF North American title. So now I'm ranked number 1 in North America
Gotta feel
by the
pretty good to
IBF.
hold that.
This one's pretty. I like this one. It's nice because it was his, and they didn't have 2 belts. So at the fight, I had my belt and they had his. So whoever won took the belts home. So I took his belt, and I'm sure he's not too happy about that. So I make sure it's nice and clean, and I
Feels
love
good
that.
to hold, hey?
It feels really good.
Hold it up nice and high for me for a second.
This one is one I won in Ajax like about a year ago. This is the WBA Intercontinental Championship. This is another one of my favorite belts. And I got some prints on here that clean up, but this one was one of my favorite. This is by far. This one's actually, the only thing I don't like is that it's red. Red's not my color. As you can tell, blue is more of my color. And then this is the one I put on the line the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the WBA North American title. Or the NABA, same thing. So this is pretty much the same as that belt, but it's just a different sanctioning body. So this is another accomplishment. Now I have 5 titles. I didn't think I'd ever have one when I first started. I didn't believe in myself, and then after I started getting a couple wins, I started believing, and then all of a sudden here I am today with 5 different titles. So it's like you always got to push yourself to the limit, and anything can happen, right? So that's how I look at it, and I'm not going to stop now.
You're still a young pup. Like,
Ah.
I know your opponent that you just fought was like had a couple years
Yeah.
under you. So, how much longer do you think you might do this? I know it's a tough question because you're on a high right now. This is
Yeah.
an amazing fight. You want to
Yeah.
get that world title, but
Well, I didn't start till I was 19. I didn't start boxing till I was 19, and I'm 30 now. So I got a couple years left. I'm in my prime now. So it would be nice to at least have another 2-3 years out of it, because there's still people fighting in their 40s. I don't want to be that guy, right? I want to put my time in, do what I wanted to do, eventually fight for a world title, and obviously if I win, I'm going to keep going on and defend it as many times as possible, and hopefully make some good money, and then retire. That would be my plan. And then a lot of kids look up to me back at the gym, so if I can do anything to help out there after, I'm still going to be in boxing, but like fighting wise, I've been pro since 2011 with a full-time job. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to balance both. So it's been hard. If I end up getting the world title fight, I'm gonna obviously tell my boss I won't be working anymore, but I'm sure he's not gonna be happy with it because he knows how good of a worker I am. But this is everything I ever wanted. So if I put enough time into it, I don't care who the guy is. I think I have a good chance because I have a great team behind me, and everything's been perfect leading up to every fight. So why not get the extra time and see what happens, right? I think I'd do well.
And to end off the interview, do you want to sing your favorite song? I'm totally messing with you. That's all.
I was gonna say I don't sing.
No, that's
Can't even do a
it.
karaoke.